Kia ora, man. I'm sending this as an offering of integration. I'm sat on the top of the mountain above the sanctuary, looking down now on the octagon. The four directions are alive. I got the still water of the north, where the wild indigenous one lives, in the south, the nurturing generative adult. And to the west, the mystery, the soul, whatever we feel that to be, and then in the east, the rising sun of a new day. And as I was walking up this mountain, I was just hoping that you all were finding your way with this and imagining how it would be to have that weekend of, I think intimacy is possibly a word we could use, and aliveness, and possibly challenge too. How it was to have that experience and then find yourself back in your daily life. And all of it's kind of sitting there, and at the same time you're interacting and interfacing with life as it was, only something's possibly a little different in you, maybe. And then how to tend that, how to look after it in a way that, I find it helpful, the analogy of, a new little shoot come up, and it needs care, it needs weeding, protecting a little bit, and giving it access to sun and to water. So I don't want this to be longer than 15 minutes, and obviously if it's not ticking your boxes or landing, then you're not going to listen to it. But if you are wanting a little bit of support, I just thought this might help a little bit. How to integrate. So, as I'm going to say in the email, crafting a relationship with silence and stillness and calming and settling is going to help everything. That line in that poem that I shared with you by Rilke, Sonnet to Orpheus, you only need the first two lines in a way. Or even the one line. Notice how your breathing makes space around you. And as you breathe, you could do it right now, wherever you are, you can just drop the awareness out of the head where it usually lives. Sometimes I put the hand on my chest and I just massage my ribs a little bit and just, what's it like to drop that awareness down a little bit into the heart, and then bring the hand to rest and feel my belly breathing like a belly breath. Keep breathing, it's the most important thing, was another line out of the songs we sing. Keep breathing, it's the most important part. See, what the breath does, you can, if you persevere with it for a few minutes and invite your breath to really move your diaphragm into your belly, the soft animal of your belly, that alone can shift the nervous system from a sympathetic into a parasympathetic mode of operating, and that just helps also shift your brain. Get away with that our culture is left brain dominated. Left brain, according to Ian McGilchrist, Dr. Ian McGilchrist, it's all about control. It's about discernment. It's about functioning. We need it so we can survive, but it's overpopulated. The other radio station that we can tune into is the right hemisphere. The right hemisphere is all about wholeness. It's about connections. It's about big picture. It's where the intuition lives. And really, that's what I want to take you. That's what I want to plant the seed for you, that if you learn even just a little bit to settle, you might find that new voice. Remember that poem I shared? It's called The Journey by Mary Oliver. Little by little the stars began to burn through the sheets of cloud, and there was a new voice. That for me is where the wild indigenous one, it's like, that's where our instinct lives. It's where you are intuiting what you have to do next. And actually that voice is available in every situation, whether you're sat in a work situation and have this feeling to start a real conversation or not, whether to be angry or not. I'm just giving you this possibility that this pause is a really useful resource, an embodied pause, and that is the pathway to your instinct for wholeness, and that's one of the places that's going to help you. I'm just going to take a breath. Another thing that can help, but I'm not sure everyone will do it necessarily, but that's alright, I'm in support here, is somewhere in the garden, out the back, on the land. You could make a little gesture to these 4 resources, these 4 archetypes. You make a little private altar. Really, it's a mirror of yourself. And in the north, you'd place something. The one thing, or you want to either as a symbol of the wild indigenous one for you, or something that connects you to that one, whatever it is. I mean, I saw some of you at the end, personal experience here, with so much aliveness in your eyes by the end of the weekend, and you were looking up and your chest was open, and that's it. The spark, the passion, the life force to believe and to have trust. And then you make a place for the south, the inner elder within, the one, the accumulated wisdom. And that's the other thing that moved me about this weekend, was you've all got so much skill. So much experience, the harvesting of that and trusting that. What is that symbol for that? What is that? I mean, you don't even have to make that altar in a light. You can just imagine it in your mind. So for me, right now, sitting on top of a mountain, taking a few breaths, watching this spaciousness all around. It's the nurturing, generative adult. And the more he's around, the more you're going to be able to handle difficult conversations. The more you're going to be able to just slide through the cracks of the thinking mind into this much more spacious place. This one can take a lot, can handle. And then over in the west, a little something for a reminder. The west, for some it's a little bit too much if you're new to the work, if we talk about shadow work, but really if we go there just a little bit, it's like, as children, as we grew up, we had all of this aliveness, and society and our parents cut it off. Not intentionally, they didn't even know what they were doing. They did it because of their parents. But you got parts of yourself that were either, they could be a little bit loud or inappropriate or not suitable, got exiled. And so maybe did the capacity for joy and love. And now, as that story said that I read from Robert Bly, they've been festering. So in the West, we're very gentle, but we try to have a gentle caring eye on the times that we're reactive, or that the energy, this is it, when you're in a situation you find that energy is actually much bigger than the situation requires, then you know that it's possible that something in the basement, something in the shadowlands is getting activated in you, and it's not actually so much the situation. That's the clue. And there's a beautiful part in the West, which is this possibility of your soul, this the place where the dreams come through, your what they call the mythopoetic identity. I won't speak too much more about that. Just, yeah, that's the West. And then the East. Remembering what Les said, you get to the sacred pool through the sage, not the other way around. The biggest conversation you can have with life. We had an incident in our men's group a couple of weeks ago where someone brought in God and just started talking about their relationship to God, how it was getting richer, and the men were really grateful that he brought it in. I just want to encourage not to be afraid to. You might not use it publicly, but standing on top of the mountain, some of the inquiries we would do if we had more time together would involve more out in nature. But speak to the. You just got to find a word that's okay, that's palatable. Great Spirit, mystery. Yeah. And I always try to jump out at the binary of God being male, but just like whoosh. Innocence. We don't know. We think we know, but maybe we don't. Sacred Fool, the one who can do amazing things, surprise himself. Okay, men, I'm coming to the end of my little piece. It's from my heart, and I trust I'll be courageous enough to send it to you, and that it will land for those who want it. It comes from my want for you not to be left having tasted something and then not knowing how to move with it in the ordinary world. So maybe that's the poem to finish, eh? Rumi. I might paraphrase it a little bit, but it's take a breath, just the breeze at dawn has secrets to tell you. Don't go back to sleep. You got to ask for what you really want. Don't go back to sleep. People are coming back and forth across the threshold between the two worlds. The door is round and open. Don't go back to sleep. When Rumi says the door is round and open, the only obstacle for this incredible life is actually ourselves. The way we have invested and believed in our thoughts to create a particular reality. That's what I think he means when he says the door is round and open. And moving between the two worlds, think about that. It's like, for me, it could be as simple as the mundane world of all of the responsibilities, which is all right sometimes. I get to eat lovely food and meet people and see how to make my life work in this plane. And then the other world is learning to feel at home in the much, what you felt when you had that hand on your back and that tug of the movement of the ancestors, that world. And why the breeze at dawn? Or you try and find the breeze at midday, you'll struggle, because there's too much already happened, too many internets, too many phone messages. So we say the dawn is a powerful time, and so is the dusk. There's the bells. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Alright, the rest will be said in the email. This is completion for me. It's Tuesday. I'm still at Mana. Yeah. Be well. A pulse, a reminder of your superpower, pulsing out into the world. to this circle, welcome to this land, welcome to this family and the sacred place we stand. Call into our hunger, call into the tides, call into the birds and trees, the rivers of our tribe. There's a fracture in our being, there's a sweetness in our soul, there's sorrows on the morning lips, there's grief that's yet to roll.